I'd like to welcome the 500 people inside this room. Yeah, let's give I'll check if you are in the mood to grow today. So I'd like to start by greeting you all a very pleasant good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Almost, but not quite. I'm not satisfied. I'm not impressed. I know you can do better than that. Let's do it one more time. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's better. I'd like to introduce to you this module just to wake you up, because I know some of you are in your comfort zone. You feel that you already enjoy the life that you are looking for. Now let's discover if God will give you a power to be a sculptor, how would you design your own life? So let's check if we are doing the right thing here. I'd like to share with you habit 2 of Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. According to him, for us to program our life, we need to begin with the end in mind. What is the meaning of beginning with the end in mind? I'd like to introduce this word, the process of visualization. Randy, what is your own understanding of the word visualization?
Imagination.
Okay, that's good. Marge?
It's like you're dreaming something.
That's very good. Perfect. Now, to some people, visualization is looking at the beautiful girl in front of you, looking at the handsome gentleman near you. But that is not the right term for that. Visualization is imagining the outcome, the life that you want to be 5 years from now or 10 years from now. This is a good illustration of what visualization is. In fact, this is the process when we undergo the program of goal setting. This is where you are now. Like for example, today, this is where you are now, and that area there is the place where you want to go 3 years from now. Now, what are the things that you should do for you to arrive at your destination? That is the most important topic we will learn here tonight. Now, let's define the difference. Because in the society that we are living now, there are 2 types of people: rich and poor. What do you think are the difference between rich and poor? Poor people just have wishes. Like, I want to be rich. I want to travel all over the world. But the rich people, they have clear goals. They know what they are aiming for in life. So, let's do a little exercise. Who wants to be rich here? Raise your hands.
Right.
Senyor, ayaw mong maahon sa kahirapan?
Yes.
Who wants to stay poor? Raise your hands. Nobody, I guess. So, let's do a little exercise and check whether you want to be poor forever or you want to go somewhere and live a life, a better life. Let's check. This is the food that poor people normally would eat on a daily basis, while the rich will have this. So who wants to be poor? Voila! Who wants to be rich? Raise your hands. See? I know that. Poor. This is your bed. You don't like to stay in this bed for the rest of your life. This is the bed of those who are well off. Because they are joining your group And they benefit of what they call residual income or passive income, which Amor will discuss later on. Ano ba? Ito yung bahay ng mga mahihirap. Do you want to stay in this type of atmosphere for the rest of your life? I'm sure you'll have to stay in this place. With your kids swimming in the morning, enjoying. But you can invite your friends to, instead of going to the beach, why don't we stay in my house? That is the safest and better place to swim. Now, let's check. People would normally celebrate birthday or any celebration in this type of atmosphere. Jumeirah Gilids. Gilids lang. While people like Marge and Amor can enjoy this kind of ambience.
Wow.
That is the difference. Now, if you will get sick, God forbid, but kung mahihirap lang tayo, ward lang po. I'm sure you are aware of it, especially in the Philippines. But this is a better ward. Pumunta ka doon sa hospital doon sa atin, you will see the real scenario there. Ito yung hospital ng mga mayayaman. Di ba? Parang rooms yan.
Hotels.
Like hotel.
Let's check. The kids of those who are suffering will walk. Kahit mainit. Because they have no choice. Pero yung mga mayayaman,
Oh my God.
may service yan. Kung walang private car, at least bus na presentable aircon. Ngayon, yung mga mahihirap, they will travel in this type of transportation, especially if you go to the provinces.
Yes.
But accountant like Randy joining our group probably would always go home in this type
Wow.
of transportation. That is the difference. Now, ito yung final hagtungan natin, 6 feet below the ground. If we don't have money when we retire, kung pasanin ka ng mga anak mo, ito yung, do you like this type of final resting area? Namumutan pa ka ng kahoy yung iba eh, para lang may libing. Which is, you know, a sad scenario, but it's for real. Whereas, if you work smarter and not only harder, and you are well off, you will be
Wow.
buried in this time of resting place. So, alin sa dalawa ang gusto mo, Mark?
Wala.
Wala mo na ngayon.
Wala, siyempre.
Hindi ka pwede ipasan yan. But the reality is, kung wala tayong pera, isa sa final na doon ka talaga. So, the choice is yours. Gusto mo bang mamatay na mahirap? Or die rich? According to Bill Gates, I'd like to share with you, I like this phrase. If you were born poor, it is not your mistake.
Yes.
But if you will die poor, that is your mistake. Lalo na pag nasa comfort zone tayo. So let's make a life by design. Okay? This is the 4 types of people that are in the society now. Employee, self-employed, businessman, and investor. The only advantage of being an employee is you have a fixed income. You have a little overtime if your boss is generous. Otherwise, kung hindi, ATM ang salary mo after 3 months. Self-employed, like doctors, yung mga engineers na naggawa ng plano, if you don't have customers, you don't have an income. That means your income depends upon your work. If you stop, walang mangyayari. Businessman, people are working for you. Because you have the money. When you have the money, you can invest in other businesses. Because you have financial freedom. That is the big difference there. The only problem is, why is it that a lot of Filipinos who are working here for 30 years, 40 years, still poor, unable to realize their dreams? Kasi nasa comfort zone. No? Wala! When you invite these people to attend a lecture like this, nandun sa bahay, sabi nila, walang time. Pero anong ginagawa? Nanood ng teleserye. It's true. They don't want to miss the episode of teleserye. When the actor will die, they will cry. You know? That's how sentimental Filipinos are. Although not all. Ngayon, you don't want to go to an area of discomfort. You don't want to try. Gusto mo sarap lang ng buhay because Dubai is a better place than the Philippines. That is the reason why you just relax while you're in Dubai. Watch desert safari. Go to Sabil Park, Sapa Park on Friday instead of joining lectures like this. So, better, if you want to improve your life, always have a goal. Why? The importance of goal. We don't have to describe a goal, but in a simple way, it is a dream with a deadline. Ito yung kailangan natin. Let's simplify. Goals. Ito yung ginawa na acronym SMART. Goals should be specific. Hindi yung gusto kong magkaroon ng pera by December 31. That's not a goal. It's not clear. You should specify, I want to have 100,000. That is specific in the bank. 100,000. Measurable. How will you measure it? You have the bank statement. You will know that you have money in the bank by December 2012. Achievable. With your salary 1,005, you cannot achieve it. It's not realistic. The only option is to do a business. As a worker, we don't have enough capital. And the only solution is multi-level marketing, and more will discuss it later on. Time-bound. You know why? If you will not set a time on your goal, relax ka lang. Procrastination. Inshallah. Walang mangyayari. If you don't have, next time na lang, December 2020. Walang mangyayari. So, you should set a deadline. That's how important goal setting is. I'd like to close by saying all things in this world